didn't know there was a circus in town.
It's called Looking Good. You wouldn't understand.
Happy breakfast to you. Happy breakfast to you. Happy breakfast, dear Becky, Dan, Eddie and Jack. Happy breakfast to you. Happy breakfast to you.
Yes, Sophie. We get the basic idea.
It's all your favourite breakfasts in one. Bacon, eggs, cereal, toast and marmalade, all baked into the most delicious black pudding sponge.
Sophie?
Yes?
It's inedible.
Oh, thank you, Becky.
Inedible?
It means there's no way we're going to eat it.
Brian, where did you get that chest?
Good diet, working out a couple of days a week.
It means that wooden box.
Oh, well, I was taking my morning swim off the pier, and there it was, half buried in the sea bottom. I thought I could keep my Winkle collection in there.
You don't have a Winkle collection.
I do now.
This could be genuine pirate treasure, you know. We need to get it open. The chest itself could be over hundreds of years old. You've got to be careful how you... Never mind. Wowzers!
Double wowzers.
Double wowzers times infinity.
Oh, shiny things.
Those shiny things must be worth a fortune. You're rich, Brian. Rich beyond my wildest dreams.
Goodo. Now let's get the shiny stuff in the bin, then I can put my Winkles in there.
Wait! Think of the fun this could buy you.
Think of all the fun we could have throwing this at buskers.
Money isn't just for throwing at buskers.
I love it when they run.
I bet the Maritime Museum would pay millions for this.
Money is only important if you're shallow and your life is meaningless. Money shouldn't define who you are. It's nothing more than a device to... Oh, I give up.
Shiny, shiny, shiny.
Jacqueline Bennett. This school prides itself in not being over strict about uniform, but there is still a line that you have crossed.
I'm an individual. In this cruel world, our individuality is all we have.
You are to wipe that stuff off your face and do something with your hair. You look as if you've stumbled in from a Greek myth.
Can't I do an essay about squirrels? I've been doing research into their digestive systems. Some of my results are fascinating.
No, Becky. The title of the science assignment is Life on Other Worlds, and that is what I expect.
But miss...
Just think about how life might have evolved on alien planets, based upon environmental conditions and social developments, that sort of thing. Imagine you're interviewing a real alien.
Now there's a thought. Thanks, miss.
Now that I've swapped all the shiny stuff for papery stuff, what do we do with it?
I think we should ask Guido.
Tip of the day. As a guest on the planet Wavalatrax, home of the sliced bread people, it is considered good manners to butter the face of your host.
I'd like to butter his face, and then shove it down a toaster.
Guido, what can you tell us about money?
Money, also known as cash, capital, filthy lucre, moolah, bread, or wonga. A medium that can be exchanged for goods or services, and can be a measure of their value. The more money a person has, the richer they are considered to be.
So, having wonga is a good thing.
Humans place value in material wealth. It can earn status
Let's get a regular text from 80. We've been window shopping for everything we're going to buy. I'm going to get some new trainers. And I'm getting a real pathology kit.
Thank you for using Guido.
No, thank you.
Come on, Brian, grab some cash. We're going to show you just how brilliant money can be. Sophie, I need to know everything there is to know about your life.
Are you sure? No one's ever wanted to know about me before.
I do now, starting with what it was like growing up on Valaks.
Right, well, let's see. During the shedding season, all the podlings from my vat batch would transplant to the phlegm sea, where we'd suckle at the ulcer of the putrid pus lord. Then if we were very lucky.
Rockwell thinks he's seen me punked up. Well, tomorrow I'm going uber punk. Seen a serious outfit in indie chick that'll blow his brain.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Or maybe I'll just kill myself.
I'm exhausted. Who thought shopping was such hard work?
Shift it.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I know. Get me a biggest milkshake with a slice of pickled egg on the side, served in a solid gold bucket.
We don't have a solid gold bucket.
Well, get one then. Chop, chop.
Yes, sir.
What's going on?
And free milkshakes for everyone in here. Also served in solid gold buckets.
Thanks, mate.
Oh, nice one.
My pleasure.
Thanks.
Yeah, all right.
See, Brian, the more you splash your money around, the more popular you are.
What do you think you're doing?
Spending my money how I see fit.
You're drawing attention to yourself.
Now, what makes you say that?
He's just walked into the cafe dressed like the mutant offspring of Paris Hilton and a polar bear. If that isn't drawing attention to yourself, I don't know what is.
Being mega rich means I could behave exactly how I want, without the accusing looks. All the police cautions.
On the way here, Brian paid a tramp £1,000 to give him a piggyback.
That's disgusting.
That's what I said. The guy was alive with fleas.
No, I mean, it's disgusting to exploit people.
Move it.
Everyone has their price.
Well, I don't.
What does she want? What do I have to pay her to shut her up?
She doesn't want your money.
50? 100? 11 to 17?
Okay, I'll take it. If it gets you off my back.
Which brings us up to the time when Brian and I visited the snork hatchery on Beltanzo 7. We were going to adopt a snorkeling homunculus, but it discharged its wild gland in Brian's face and we went off the
Thank you, Sophie. I reckon that'll just about do. I had no idea life on Valix was so alien. Then again, the signs were all there. Brian! You see people, come on, back it up. Move along. Come on, move. Thank you.
Who are all those unfamiliar people?
My entourage. They laugh at my jokes, tell me how handsome I am, and help me in the bathroom.
Spending Brian's money wisely then.
Rockwell won't be happy until we all look like we've rolled off a production line. Well, I'm going to prove that I'm not a vacuum packed sheep.
Stop right there, young lady.
Sir?
Don't you sir me. This is a deliberate and provocative abuse of school policy.
I don't know what you mean.
You know full well what I mean. I'm going to make such an example of you, Jacqueline Bennett.
It's a diamond-studded gaming glove. Where'd you get it from? Brian had it custom made. Prevents slippage and protects your hand from wear and tear. He did bring you a fax light.
Yes. My mum and dad would kill me if you brought this into school.
Let's see.
Don't snatch.
Just want to look.
Eddie!
It was an accident. Don't worry.
Don't worry.
I'll buy you a new one.
But these cost over £100.
Relax. It's only money. I guarantee that you'll have a brand new one by tomorrow.
You better. You and I through as friends.
It is with some regret that I make this announcement, but henceforth there will be a total clampdown on your appearance. From now on, it will be strictly school uniform, and that means no jewellery and no makeup. Anyone found breaking these rules will be sentenced to death, detention.
This is inhuman.
Beginning with you, Jacqueline Bennett. Have you anything to say for yourself, Jacqueline?
Yes, I have actually. I dress like this because it's who I am. I don't see why I should have to conform to someone else's idea of what's acceptable. These clothes, the hair, the makeup, it's a statement of identity. I am proud to say I am an individual.
That's it, Bennett. Ruin it for the rest of us just because you want to dress like a scarecrow.
Brian, are you home? I need some more money. Brian?
Keep away from me, you can't have it, it's mine, I tell you.
What's wrong?
What's wrong? 1 minute I'm trying on my new amethyst-encrusted Gucci jockstrap behind some bins down a dark, sinister alley, and suddenly I'm jumped upon, and they take my coat and all the money that I'm carrying. Why didn't he just ask for it? It's not like I'm selfish.
He was a mugger, Brian.
You're telling me.
A mugger, a thief. You know, someone who steals things.
Well, lesson learned. From now on, I'm keeping all my money to myself.
I need some cash to buy Stewie a new FX light. If I don't replace it, Stewie's never going to talk to me again.
Not my problem. The only way you're going to get any cash out of me is if you... Actually, there is no way you're going to get any cash out of me whatsoever.
Please, Brian, I just need 100 or so to buy Stewie a new handheld.
As I've told you 12 times last night and 5 times already this morning, it's my money and I'm not sharing it.
You could always loan it to him. Yes, you could loan it to me.
Loan it? What's loan it?
It's where someone gives someone else some money, they can use it to buy whatever it is we need to buy.
Well, what's in that for me?
Let's ask Guido.
Oh, not him again.
Tip of the day. Yardle blurbs are people too.
Guido, Brian wants to know what alone is.
Alone. Being apart from others. By oneself. Solitary.
Not alone. A loan, like a bank loan.
A loan. Something lent for temporary use. Banks and other lending institutions charge interest, an excess or bonus beyond what is expected or due. Creditors are often accused of seeking their pound of flesh by way of repayment. Thank you for using Guido.
Interesting. So I give Eddie money and he gives me one of his organs.
No! Pound of flesh means you lend him money and he pays you back more than you gave him.
So I can still have his pancreas if I wanted. How much are you looking to borrow?
Oh, Becky. I've read your essay and I'd like to do it again.
What was wrong with it?
What was wrong? The beings on the planet Velux believe the universe was created from the bodily secretions of a giant space tortoise called Kevin. The Third Great Veluxian War started when somebody made fun of the Emperor's gammy tentacle.
It could happen.
Velux is the only known planet where buttock sweat is considered a delicacy.
But
It's what? Nonsense, gibberish, gobbledygook. And couldn't you have come up with a more convincing planet name than Velux?
It's Valux.
Try again.
One no effects light. Excellent, Eddie. Thanks. Still friends then? Of course we are.
What's going on?
Supporters of the the Jack Bennett Uniform Liberation Movement and Campaign for Personal Identity.
I didn't start a movement. I was just standing up for my right to be an individual and wear what I want.
Now we're all standing up for our right to be individuals and wear what we want. You inspired us, Jack. Everyone's planning a big demonstration at lunchtime.
But we're all dressed the same now. The whole point is that we're different and do our own thing.
What do you mean?
We need to make our own decisions in life.
Yeah.
Be responsible for ourselves.
Yeah.
You don't need a figurehead.
Of course not. What do you want us to do now?
Shouldn't you be at school? Is something wrong?
You could say that.
Do you need a loan? Maybe I could help you out.
How did your essay go down? I bet you got top marks.
I didn't get top marks. In fact, the word Miss Heather used to describe it was bizarre. I've got to do it again. She said it was all nonsense. Gobbledygook.
Right. So, bizarre am I? Nonsense am I? Gobbledygookily am I? I'll show her.
Wait, Sophie, you can't!
You see, Eddie, give him this.
What is it?
Final demand for repayment of his loan. He's got till tomorrow to pay up, and if he's so much as a second late, I'll be collecting my pound of flesh. With interest.
What do we want? Individuality! When do you want it? Now! What do
What
you
on
want?
earth?
Individuality! When do you want it? Now!
Can you believe these losers? You won't catch me jumping on some stupid bandwagon. No, nor me.
When do you want it?
This is all Jack Bennett's fault. She started this. Yeah, and I never meant to.
You? Weren't you with your horde of misfits?
They're nothing to do with me.
Calm down! Off the tables! Off the chairs! Come on! Calm down!
What are you wearing? Should we be dressing like this now?
Dress how you want. I don't care.
Thank you. Can I have your attention, please? Now, in the light of this demonstration, it would appear that we have perhaps been a little hasty in our clampdown on uniform. From today, we, the senior staff, have decided to discuss the possibility of perhaps raising the issue of revoking the clampdown on uniform with the headmaster. It doesn't mean you can... All right! All right! We'll put things back to normal. Well, looks like you got your way after all, Jacqueline Bennett.
Hello, you. Becky's mother, isn't it? Mrs. Johnson?
Yes, the one whose life you dismissed as bizarre nonsense. How dare you be so nasty about Becky's essay?
Sorry, are you trying to say that you're an alien?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm trying to say. And let me tell you where I come from, there is nothing bizarre or nonsensical about this. Selfie! Oh, I seem to have got a bit carried away.
I'll say. You've killed my teacher.
I haven't killed her. It's a traditional Veluxian greeting.
Hello? Who are you?
Becky,
And the tall one?
my foster mum.
Yes. And who am I?
Greeting does sometimes cause temporary memory loss in lesser species. You are a teacher, and we were discussing changing Becky's grade for her essay. You were about to give her an A+. Was
I?
You were.
I were. That's right. Oh, there you go. Yes. Hello.
Toys for sale! Toys and games for sale! Are you selling your things? I need to raise money to pay off Brian's loan. Couldn't you sell your gaming glove? Brian took it. Said it could be the first instalment of what I owe. Hang on. This is my water cannon. Sorry, Dan. I didn't want to. It's Brian's fault. This has gone far enough. I think it's about time you got even with Brian. Seriously, I don't mind you being bizarre. You are by human standards, but we're probably weird to Veluxians.
I'll say. You don't think I'm nonsense anymore, then?
Nonsense. You gave up a life of exploring the wonders of the universe to look after us. That doesn't sound like nonsense to me. Just the actions of someone who cares. Brian!
Behind the line. Brian will see you now. I suppose you've come to settle your debt. Let's see, taking into account the original amount borrowed, plus interest, plus administration charges, plus penalty fee for late payment, that comes to £400,038.92. Due immediately.
I can't afford that. I'm only little.
Then it's pound of flesh time.
Brian, don't do it. Stop.
What's going on now?
Brian's going to act Eddie.
Ever so exciting.
No, it's not. It's deranged.
He knew what he was getting into. It may look harsh, but it's a simple financial decision.
Brian, were you happy before you found the treasure?
I suppose.
Has having the money made you any happier?
Occasionally.
You're about to chop up Eddie.
You're right. The only time I was really happy with my money was when I was giving it away. All those happy, smiling faces. I know. I'll give what's left to my foster children.
All right then.
All right then. It's gone. It's all gone.
What?
Where's my money gone?
Your money?
Yes.
The money that was in the safe?
Yes.
Oh, that. You were trying out your new acts on next door's shed when Mrs. Brookman came round collecting for the children's home. And I thought that as you had so much, you wouldn't mind if I donated half to them. She was ever so pleased.
I'll bet.
What happened to the other half?
I threw that at a busker.
And you didn't think to wait for me?
Sophie!
Therefore, money is a bad thing.
Don't blame the poor, sweet, innocent money, Guido. No, it was me. I let it turn me from an ordinary, dashingly handsome approximation of a dashingly handsome human being into a slavering, money-obsessed, dashingly handsome monster.
You see, money itself isn't bad. It's what you do with it. It's like the time when Brian glued Eddie to the chimney. That was Brian's fault, and so it was Brian that got the blame, not the tube of glue.
In conclusion, money can make life easier, but it can also make life more complicated.
Exactly, Guido. Update ends.
Update logged and recorded. Thank you for using Guido.
Well, Sophie, I think we've learned today that there's more to life than money.
Oh, much more, Brian.
But now we've left the material world behind, what are we going to throw at the buskers?
Potatoes?
This weekend, all Saturday mornings at Alien Fest.
What should I wear?
It's the first of the best.
That was well wicked.
Then Sunday mornings, Grizzly Fest. It's the first of the best. Aliens and Grizzly Tales. This weekend from 9:25 on the CRTV channel.